Hello, Leo. It is Rebecca with Empathic Crow. So, all I keep hearing for you, and it started out just What the Heart Wants, the song by Selena Gomez. And Taurus's read, we had some throat chakra work that we had to do, so I am losing my voice. Because it just felt like somebody was clamping my throat. But I'm hearing where she says what the heart wants, and then the part, you got me scattered in pieces. So let's see, Leo, where are we going? So this is a general reading for August 2026. That's the energy. However, anytime you watch it, there may be a message for you. That's just the time period that I'm focusing on. So I talked about Taurus, and this card did come out as part of their reading. This is the Knight of Swords. And I'm being told to pull more cards, so we're going to go with that before we start formulating a message. That's too many, Spirit. Okay, this one, we'll keep that one. So we have the Two of Cups, the Knight of Swords, and the Two of Cups, what the heart wants. You got me scattered in pieces. Lighting me up like Venus. And the Seven of Pentacles was in reverse. I don't reverse my cards. I put them all upright. I read a reversal, the opposite energy, whatever you want to call it, where it feels necessary, and it does here. So Leo, where are we going? We've got this. So it also took me back to Taurus, where I also referenced 2 or 3 months ago, Taurus had a general zodiac reading that was something about you don't have to duck and dodge. And so I heard ducking and dodging, and I heard something about ghosting. So Leo, I don't know yet whether you feel like you've been ghosted or somebody's been ducking and dodging you, or if it's you. But we definitely have with that Two of Cups. What I'm noticing is how, if you look, there's more coming down, I think on that side. Yeah. There's more water, this rainbow water coming down on this side and less on this side. Like it's a little more sparse. So it feels like an unbalanced energy with a desire or relationship. And I feel like with the Seven of Pentacles in reverse, somebody else is ducking and dodging and ghosting you. You were putting in and planting the seeds. You wanted for this to be a relationship that would work out. So by this point now, Leo, you know if this is for you or not. You were putting a lot of work into this. I heard working your magic. Like you were really, I'm hearing banking on this one, kind of weird. But there are seeds down there. You were planting those seeds. You were like really banking on this being something that you went all in, Leo. That's what I'm hearing. You went all in. Like you were banking on this being something that was going to really work out. Like you put your heart into this. You put your heart into this. I'm being asked to look at his face, so we will do that. His face, fascination is the word coming into my mind. And it's not like a fascination, but kind of like a, oh, look at that. Like watch that grow. Like it's a gentle excitement, like a quiet hope, like really allowing yourself to focus on the growth of this relationship, whatever it was for you. There's like just a hope. I see this yellow here, and it feels like, especially where I said this was in reverse, that there may have been some worry about the situation turning out this way. There was also a hope that it wouldn't. The World and the lucky dice. And then notice we've got the black and the white, like mist on each side. It's the balance. It's things coming back into balance. And she's balancing on all those discs in the sky. And with those dice, I'm seeing like a casino. And that's, okay. And that's the growing, the pentacles. It felt like a risk. It felt like something that you weren't sure that you wanted to put all your chips on the board. That's on the table. There we go. Table. You weren't sure. I haven't gambled before, if you can't tell. But this is what I'm seeing, a casino. So it feels like you wanted to put all your chips on the table. You wanted to go all in, but there was a part of you that was saying, but what if it doesn't work out? I'm just not sure. There are things that are kind of making me feel like it may not be balanced in the flow of emotion, the flow with these cups and water, or even the flow of, I'm seeing the Six of Pentacles, giving and taking. Like it's not equal. And so with these dice around her neck, I feel like it's kind of wanting to just roll the dice and be in the moment. But there was a part of you that wasn't sure if that was going to be helpful. These cards are really wanting to stick. All right, we'll do a couple more shuffles. Yeah. So this is a heartache, but there are more things, 555 on the clock, as we're talking about change, more things for you to explore. It's looking at other shores. It's not holding on too tightly to what actually happened here. Like this night could be the person running away, but if we focus it back on you, it could be you in this Six of Swords energy, being able to focus on moving to something else. Like I see that flare now is the only word coming out. Sparkle, magic, whatever. Some in Taurus's reading, I saw it as like a spider web, like Spider-Man's spider web, but holding him back. Ooh, excuse me. That was a weird, not really a burp, but sound. Pardon. That is so weird. What is that? I don't know. But it feels like something propelling you forward. Like you can move forward. I feel like you want to, but you have to release the past so that when you're going to that new shore, you're looking at accepting and embracing the things that actually are in alignment with you and that are actually working for you. 7-11 on the clock. Isn't that, I was talking about the gambling casino. Isn't that like a lucky number with that, 7-11? Maybe, I don't know. Again, I don't know the references that are coming through. Maybe this is specific to you. Even 7:25 on the clock was technically 7-7. We just need another 7. And so I heard testing the waters, which usually I wouldn't say for the Six of Swords, but it's like you're moving to the other shore, but you're also testing the waters. And I feel like you're being called to trust yourself, to know that, notice them both, the first card and this card. There's a red bottom of the shoe here, and then she's got a red shawl on. It's just about you allowing yourself to come at things from a grounded perspective where you can feel that sense of safety and security. And sometimes, because I'm seeing the full card now, we are going to feel a little anxious, but it's knowing that you can step forward, you can take another leap, but it can be from a grounded and a grounded space where you feel more comfortable with it. There was something else coming through, but I can't hear it now. Ace of Wands. All right, so I've talked about the headdress on this Ace of Wands before, but the way I'm seeing it right now is it's kind of like a protective covering so that you're not feeling like you're so open and vulnerable to others. It's like when I did therapy and I'd talk to people about boundaries, and I'd talk to them about not having boundaries that are so rigid like a wall. Leo, wasn't your message the last time about not hiding your light behind the wall? I think so. So you don't want a wall that's like a complete barrier and nothing gets through and nothing comes at you. So maybe it feels safe and protective, but it's not, because it's still a wall. But you don't want to have just an open area so that you're absorbing and taking in everything, and then also leaking out your own energy, heart, things like that. So with the way that this is, it's reminding me of a net. Sometimes it reminds me of a spider web, but either way, it's being able to block some things out, the things that you don't want, filtering. It's permeable. Things can get in, things can get out, but not completely closing yourself off. So it's having a level of protection, but also allowing yourself to have, this is the Ace of Wands, that passion, that fiery energy that you already have as Leo, of course, but in a way where it's contained. So it's still there and you can still allow it to come out. It's, oh shit, I'm hearing something. Risk. I'm hearing educated guess, but that's not it. Something risk. What risk? Calculated. That was the word. Calculated risk. Like I heard it really quickly and then it went out and all I could think of was educated guess. And I'm like, that's not it. So that you can take a calculated risk anytime that we enter a new situation, whether it's romantic or a work situation or even just speaking your truth, whatever it is, being visible. We're taking a calculated risk. Some people are not going to like you. Some people are going to love you. Some people are going to, I heard abuse you, but that's not, because all of a sudden the sweet dreams are made of these by the Eurythmics came into my head. So some people are going to use you, abuse you. That all can happen. But at the same time, if you don't take the calculated risk, if you don't take the leap sometimes, you're blocking yourself 11 from moving forward, from the good things, from the good stuff. Where are we going, Spirit? All right, we're going to go to the Halloween Oracle. I don't think I've used that yet in these reads. I've already shuffled these. I have to hold them different because they're so big. That didn't sound right. I do not always think before I speak, obviously. All right, the Witch, the earthly weaver of the worlds. Look at that fireball between her hands. Leo, this is you taking your power back. This is you reigniting that fire within you. But again, in that calculated risk, that controlled space, but not so controlled that you just got this tiny little flame and it's not interesting, passionate, exciting. But it's also not so big that it's just burning everything down. Excuse me. So it's you reigniting that fire within yourself. 12:12 on the clock. All right. Anything else from the Halloween Oracle? We'll take that one. Death. The eternal cycle begins here. So you can see death as an ending or you can see it as a beginning, and Spirit's calling you to see it as a beginning. Because something ended or didn't work out, 1, 2, 3, 4 on the clock, this is something progressive. It was like a building block, or maybe that number means something to you. Like it was part of the progression. It didn't work out, but you learned some lessons. You learned some things. You learned what you're not going to do again, but it's not shutting yourself down. It's growing and moving forward. All right, that's beautiful. Let me throw your Ace of Wands onto my dress. All right, so we are going to get a Soul Truth card. Oh, I got the hiccups now. I don't know, Leo, if you've got 1313 on the clock, some indigestion. Maybe it's just me. I don't typically have indigestion. I do get hiccups sometimes, but something's going on here. Now I hear something's happening here. And with that, then I see, what is it? Good morning, Vietnam. Like, when we have those emotional imprints, and it doesn't even have to be like a significant trauma, it's just something that didn't work out that's disappointing. It can be a trauma. It's going to affect us. And so sometimes we're going to be on guard. And I feel like Spirit's saying, Leo, you can have like your protection up. You can protect yourself. Like I said, that net, but it's not being so on guard that you're just blocking any potential for something. I'm hearing real love. And then we started out with what the heart wants. So I feel like it's not blocking yourself from those potentials for things to happen. So the question is, what excuses am I making right now? All right. No more waiting. There will never be a good enough time. The time is now. Today's soul action. If it's important enough to you, you will find a way. Today, we have 2. We'll read that one next. And I saw the words burn with desire. So that one's definitely for you too, Leo. But I didn't realize the second one had fallen out. All right. So the soul action. If it's important enough to you, you will find a way. Today, make a decision and do it. Even if you don't feel ready, listen to your heart. You will be led. Definitely for you there, Leo. All right. What is the next one? This burn with desire. Ooh. If I had a magic wand and could have, see, you got the Ace of Wands. You already have the magic wand. All right. And there are jokes. I know. I was about to laugh. This energy is funny. And that's good. It's good to be playful. Okay. If I had a magic wand and could have anything I desired in life, what would I choose? And so it says burn with desire. Let's hold this up because that's perfect for this. There's a power in your desires. Let them be your fuel today. Your desires are your soul's wings, and it's time to take flight. So the soul action is today, go inward. Your answers lie within. What do you desire? Choose what makes you happy and do that. Capital letters. Do that. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah. So what is your passion? What is it that you would want to follow if you weren't feeling like you had kind of been ghosted and left out in the cold? The heart wants what it wants, but that doesn't mean that what the heart wants, what the heart desires, is necessarily the best thing for us. So, Leo, I hope that this reading was helpful. If you'd like a personal reading to kind of explore your journey, your situation, you can always book one of those. I do live sessions through Zoom, and then I also have a recorded option that you can book. There is sales tax with that one because it is considered a digital product, because I do deliver the recorded video through email. So that's not in the booking part of the services, but it is on the website. And there's just a form that you would fill out with the payment option on it. So that's $55. And then because it has taxes, I did $55, not $60, which you don't need to know all that. But either way, there are options available. That was weird. Weird energy. You're testing the waters again, and that's okay. It's going to feel awkward. And so anyway, if you resonated with this message, if you appreciated this message, whatever, please like, share, subscribe. I've been doing these videos, zodiacs and general reads, for a while, and I do love to try to get the messages out to those who need it. And so it helps for that to happen as the channel grows and you interact with the channel. Plus, I love when I see comments, even if it's just a little emoji. You can put a lion if you want to, because you are a Leo and you are getting your roar back, or you already know that you have your roar and it's not been gone. It's just you had to pull it within a little bit. Whatever it is, I am awkward, and that is okay. So if you don't know me from videos before, I'm Rebecca with Empathic Crow, and I hope to see you again soon. Thank you so much.